Alright guys, you're welcome to Coach Traffic YouTube channel. If you are watching this video, it means that you are writing 2023 that is going to start on 25th of this month on Tuesday. So if you are writing this examination, this video is for you. I would like you to get writing material so that you can jot points that are going to help you succeed in your exam. Now this video is not edited the way it is. I don't have time to go through editing because I want you to get this video as soon as possible. If I should go ahead to edit it, it's going to be delayed, so I don't want to delete it. That's why I want to give you this information now very quick before I say what I have for you. Now if you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, I would like you to hit the subscribe button now and also click the bell to get more videos again to help you on your and so many things on how to make money online. So this is what I have for you. Now if you are writing UTME exam and you are very sure that you are prepared and you have goal to score and above in this 2023 UTME, listen to this carefully. Now this is not the time that you want to start reading. If you are just start reading now, it means that you are joking. Now you must have been preparing for over 4 to 5 months, even since last year, for this examination. So by this time you should be doing your revision. Now here's what I have for you. First thing you must do is that you must be very aware of this exam you want to write. If this is your first time of writing UTME, you must be aware. In what way? You must know the exam you want to write. I'm sure in your respective tutorials you must have on some things that I need to know, and if you not attending tutorial, you're just learning on your own, so you must have read a lot of things about JAM, how it is done. Now it is not PBT, that is paper-based test, it is CBT. You know, in the year now they do PBT, now you are doing CBT, mean that you be using of desk or a PC, a personal computer, depending on the center you are using. Now how do you do at the center? How do you compose at the center? And foremost, if your exam is stated for 6:30 a.m. for example, you are not expected to get late to your center. Or let me start with this. Now once you do your reprint, I'm very sure you must have done your reprint now. Once you do your reprint and you know that you have not known your center, you should go and know your center a day or 2 days before your exam. It is not on your exam day that you will start looking for your center. The time that you need to relax your brain, to have a good mental health, a stable mental health, so that you can have that stable mental health to do your exam. You're not using that time to be looking for your center. You're now sweating on your exam day. You are so tense that you cannot even compose yourself. This will affect you mentally. I know that you are working with CBT, and CBT requires you to have a stable mental health so that you will not collapse. It happens, you can actually have a sudden migraine because of the screen of the lab system. Even if you are so tired, if you are reading, you may not even understand what you are reading. So meaning that you must have known your center a day or 2 before your exam, that you can be very much aware to your environment. If you exam on the island and you stay on the mainland, you know that maybe you're going to lodge in a hotel, or if you have family member residing close to where your center is, so that you will not get very early on that day and get stuck in the hold up. It happens, so you must be very much aware, especially if your center is far from your location. Try to plan yourself. You should be around that place a day before, that you can settle down, or I don't know, so you plan yourself. That's that about that. If your exam is stated for 6:30 a.m., now it is very important that you get there before that time. Now from the previous exam conducted, it is Ghana that if jam put them for 6:30, they won't start 6:30. That does not mean that you should come late, because they will have to do some biometrics and some process to be sure if you are the right person sitting for this exam, so that there will not be someone else impersonating you. So they are trying to turn a way of impersonation. So they want to do a fingerprint, thumb printing. They want to mark your fingernail so that they know that you have come for the exam. They have this permanent marker, they tick. They use it during post UTME and UTME. So you want to be much aware. After you have been filed in, after all these processes, they will take you into the examination hall. Now, you want to start your exam. Instruction is very key. Now, don't think because you are the best student in your tutorial, you know well, just keep instruction. Every stage in life has to do with instruction. If you don't read instruction, rather you would miss the point. So before you start, if you are stuck in any way, try to ask the invigilator or the instructor put in that center, ask question. Though some instructor they can try to shun you, abuse you, that is okay, you don't know how to operate a system. Don't mind them, you are just there for even less than that. Just ask questions so that you will not be a victim of system being shut down, or you go and use to hit the power button, everything goes off, and you are doing that, your time is going. So you ask questions, you comport yourself before you. I'm very sure your exam number and your name, your surname is your password, your exam number is your. You put that in. I'm not sure if they have changed the process, the same thing, but you'll be told how to go about agenda. So when you want to start exam, let's assume you have logged in now. So you want to start your exam. Your 4 combination. Let's take for instance, if your subject combinations are mathematics, English, government, and economics. And I always tell my students this, that there's no way you will have your best subject, and you can't waste much time on your best subject. So the way required is that you can decide to pick any subject, even leave one, do another one. So I would say that start with your best subject. If I'm done writing the exam, or if I'm doing state for the exam, I would go for economics first, because that's my best subject. I have strength in economics, in government, so I would want to do economics first. I will just carefully answer that question correctly, so that you will not be the first 5 minutes to your exam, you are tensed. The atmosphere, especially if it's your first time, you are tense because you are a newbie, you are a green on, you don't know anything about writing or UTME. So you are just, even if you have been doing CPT practice in your tutorials, this is a real exam. There is different mock to the real exam, right? In your mock, you can still see your friends around, but this one, you just, any mistake you do, you come back next year. So, and you don't want to waste your money for tutorials, everything, waste your time like that. You have to be careful. So you start with your best subject. Now, don't waste time on the question. You have roughly 30 seconds for your question, my dear. You have to pay attention. Now, you don't have to be too fast and you are not accurate. Now, as you are being time conscious, you must be accurate. Accurate in what sense? Picking the right answer. Some people, they will be accurate, they will be so fast, they will keep to time, but they will pick rubbish. Now, let's say, for example, you are faced with a question and you don't have answer to it. You don't have to spend time on it. Leave that question, go to the other one. You can still come back to it later. You can still come back to that question later. How do I mean? You are asked that what the following are the examples of economic system, and you see so many varieties of options, and you don't even know. You know the answer, but you are not really sure, and sometimes when you're very familiar with one thing, you want to be like, don't that. No, this is not the time you are arguing with yourself in the system. Leave that in. Go and do the one you are sure of. Then when you have time, come back to it. That is why you must judiciously manage your time. At least before you submit, it's 30 minutes to go over everything you have done. This is not time to do first to finish. So sometimes I call this initial gira, like initial gira. Now, you know, some people, they have this urge because they know it. Familiarity can kill. They will just pick answer because they are familiar with the question. Now sometimes jam is very funny that the answer you think is correct can be the wrong answer, and you will even see the one that you feel is correct there in the option, but the right answer is just next. But if you can pay attention and check the option very well, you will see that the right answer is just sitting right to the one you think is your answer. So you want to be very careful, very careful. Like I said, this video is uncensored, it's not edited, it's just raw from the recording room. So you want to up yourself by doing the writing exam. Or you start with the subject that you have strength in, then you go ahead to other one, then if you are not done with all the subject have time, you can go back to the one that you have not answered and you answer them, right? You answer them, then when you are done, right, don't be very quick to submit. Nobody is rushing. You have all your time. Cool down, go over the question again, check it very well. You can still pick another answer if you think that you have picked wrong answer initially. So you do that. Now these are things that you must take into consideration. I have seen a brilliant student who go into the exam and perform woefully because the person don't have idea of all these little things that count during examination. If you're in the exam, you must take all these things into consideration. They are key factor into your success, into your desire to 90, 300. You name the score you want. The limit you can have is 200. Very prepared and you know what you are doing. You should aim for 290 and it's achievable. You can do it. Yeah, you can do it. And the issue is that why you are there doubting yourself. Some people, they are there just celebrating your strength, but because you don't believe in yourself, you think you cannot. Now you have not actually tried. You are already limiting yourself. Now remove the fear. Hello, some people have even failed before doing the exam due to fear of unknown. Why do you have to be afraid? Because of things that you have no, you are unique, my dear. You are unique. You have a different fingerprint. You shouldn't use someone else's test to construct your own life. You are unique. Now you go into your examination with this mindset and you see yourself doing the best. You see yourself getting your desired mark. You set your goal. Your goal must be smart. If you are aiming for 300, you should be saying 250. Like it happens like that. You should have a plan B goal. If you're unable to get the 290, you so much careful. You should, okay, if this doesn't work, okay, the least I can get is 250. Now your goal must be smart. I mean, it must be specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time bound. Now this is the time you should set goal, right? If your exam is on Tuesday, congratulations to you, right? If your exam is still far away, you still have more time to prepare, you can still ask those that are writing on Tuesday how it goes, but don't use theirs as a yardstick to your own success. Remember, you are unique, right? So if you need more question, or I mean if you need more guide on how you go about your exam for your exam dates, feel free to comment below. I will answer all your questions, and if you need my personal WhatsApp number, you request for it and I will give you, so that you can get one-on-one with me and I will help you achieve your academic so that you can see. Many people would get good score in jam and will not still get admission. It's not that they are not brilliant, they are brilliant, but they are doing rightly. So you need those that have been in the those that are expert, they are authority you to get. Should you need or any question, all your questions. Then if you have not subscribed, please subscribe so that you can get more interesting and educative content like this. I wish you all the best in your exam. Please, before you start, pray. After your exam, pray. Don't rely on your own understanding. Everything to God in prayers. It is possible. 290 and 200 in your jam, and I'm waiting